Okay, could Dustin Byfuglien be about to retire from the NHL? I actually, personally, myself, believe this is a very, very likely outcome, given the fact that they've given him a leave of absence for the entire pre-season. That's a 3-week period they've given him a leave of absence to consider his options with his advisors and his family and obviously himself. He has played hurt a lot of the time, and that playing hurt has caught up, and he missed a lot of games last year with knee problems. And when you're averaging 25 minutes a game ice time and you're the defensive leader, that's some big shoes to fill. But if you're not fully fit playing that role, you're less effective. And the style of hockey Dustin Byfuglien plays is exceptionally physical and in your face. He has scored a lot of points by being that aggressive two-way defenseman. He's very attack-minded, can play as a forward, and is also pretty good defensively as well. He is a leader of this defence corps. But the issue is this defence corps is weaker than what it was on paper, at least. Sammy Niku and Tucker Pullman, for example, could really surprise us and really step up to the plate. Absolutely. There's no denying that they belong in the NHL, but are they top pairing defensemen? Who knows? The fact that Sherratt, Trouba and Myers have all moved on is a big concern if you are a Jets fan like me. But I will say this: if Dustin Byfuglien retires, that does free up a lot of cap space. Not all his contract will stay on the cap if he retires, if they pay him out. It frees up some cap space, which is vital if you want to sign Kyle Connor and Patrik Laine. Now, Patrik Laine could also be a trade chip as well, which could bring in replacement defensive depth and draft picks. So there is a silver lining if Dustin Byfuglien does decide to retire. It does free up a little bit of cap wiggle room, which the Jets desperately need. But unfortunately, if he was to carry on this season, he's clearly not fully fit. He's clearly not 100%, and that does affect that defensive core with a lot of younger players who are going to have to step up and take some responsibility, because there's no way Dustin Byfuglien can continue to play 25 minutes a game average ice time. It's just no way. And whoever you'd partner him with now, considering that Ben Sherratt, his main partner of the last several seasons, has moved on, they're going to have to, shoulder a lot of the responsibility that Dustin Byfuglien plays in key roles. So it'd be easier just take him out the lineup and share the responsibility, whoever, with the sixth defenseman on the night, rather than have a guy hobbling around on one leg who's less effective, because if you can't skate effectively in ice hockey, you're done as an ice hockey player. It is a great shame. He's won a Stanley Cup with the Blackhawks. He's been a mainstay with the Jets since the Jets relocated. In fact, he was actually an Atlanta Thrasher from the last throws down in Atlanta. He's been a mainstay of this Jets team. He's been an alternate captain. He's been one of the highest points scorers in Jets history since the relocation. I think he's third or fourth all time for points scored. So he's been a key part of transforming the Jets from a relocation team that was struggling, hopeless, made the playoffs once, got swept in the first round, to a contending team that has been in the playoffs 3 times in 4 years. And a key part of that continuation, he's been with the team for nearly a decade. It is a crying ass shame if he has to retire, but you have to think of post-retirement quality of life. Knee injuries, repetitive knee surgeries take a lot out of you. That's a lot of rehab, and if he was to have a knee surgery, he would miss likely a fair bit of the season anyway, and the likelihood of him re-injuring that knee, and the fact he's 34, that's a lot of time on off the ice. That means he's even less effective for the team. But we'll see what happens. He's been granted an indefinite leave of absence. The team and Paul Maurice, the coach, have been very supportive of whatever decision Dustin Byfuglien makes, because that means they can then plan for the future, bring someone in, if it frees up the cap space, work out to sign Laine and Connor, possibly trade an asset. There's a whole host of options that are open to them. Sign a UFA, fill a defence, get a veteran in there just to fill the gap, have a leader on that blue line. It gives them options and certainty. But at the moment, we'll see what happens, but it looks like Dustin Byfuglien could be retiring. And I think it's a highly likely outcome, considering that if it is a knee-based injury, then they're horrible things. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts below. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see. And I'll have some more videos for you very, very, very soon.